So in this video, we're going to be talking all about cities along the West Orange Trail, and you can see how beautiful it is, how scenic it is. And if you are considering one of the active lifestyle areas of Orlando, this is where you want to be because it's all right here along Claremont, Minneola, Groveland, Winter Garden, and Apopka. And as always, this information is on the house. So just one of those things, if you're looking to move to Minneola, Groveland, Claremont, Winter Garden, Oakland, this is one of the benefits. We're being right on the West Orange Trail. We're actually in the middle of a pollinator garden right now, which I'll be honest, I didn't know existed. But this is very cool to see a city is using up beautiful space like this and contributing it to nature and preserving it. So I'm very happy to see this, and it ties right in with the natural habitat of the West Orange Trail, which you can see is this beautiful walking trail that extends again for about 25 miles throughout Claremont, Minneola, Groveland, Winter Garden, all the way to Apopka. So come check it out.
So now let's get into it city by city, because here's the thing. This trail runs through about 22 miles of West Orange County and connects the trails going even further west into Lake County. Every city along it has its own personality, its own price point, and its own lifestyle. So whether you're coming from out of state, moving from another part of Florida, or you're right here already in Orlando looking to make a shift, I'm going to break down every single one of these communities so you know exactly what you're getting into. Let's start with what's, in my opinion, the crown jewel of the trail, Winter Garden. This city went from a sleepy little citrus town to one of the most desirable places to live in all of Central Florida. And it happened because they built the entire downtown around this trail. The West Orange Trail literally runs down the median of Plant Street. So you've got Plant Street Market with the Crooked Can Brewing Company, the Garden Theater, which hosts live plays and movie screenings, one of the largest Saturday farmers markets in Central Florida, and restaurants and boutique shops lining both sides of the street, all accessible on foot or by bike. That kind of walkability almost doesn't exist anywhere else in Florida suburbs. If you're a family, the schools here are outstanding. We're talking A and A+ rated across the board. Windermere High School is ranked one of the top public high schools in the state. Whispering Oaks Elementary, Lake Whitney Elementary, these are schools people specifically move here for. Foundation Academy is also right here if you're looking for a private school option. Now here's the reality check though. You're gonna pay for it. Medium home prices here are around $490, and in some of the nicer neighborhoods, you're well above that. But the appreciation over the last 5 years has been over 40%. So the investment is strong. The community events, Fridays in the Plaza, the Farmers Market, the Garden Grove's Beer Run, they keep people connected. Traffic on Avalon Road and State Road 50 during rush hour is no joke though, so please factor that in. Just south of downtown Winter Garden, across the turnpike, you've got Horizons West. This is technically the Winter Garden mailing address, but it's its own world really. This is one of the fastest growing master plan communities in the entire United States. We're talking neighborhoods like Waterlea, Independence, Ovation, and Summer Lake. All brand new homes, brand new schools, and Hamlin Town Center right there with restaurants, a luxury movie theater, and Orlando Health for your medical needs. If you work at Disney, this is the spot. 10 to 15 minute commute. Some of these neighborhoods, you can literally watch the Magic Kingdom fireworks from your back patio every single night. Talk about a deal. The schools are state-of-the-art, built from the ground up with modern safety features and technology. The trade-off, however, is that these communities are dense. The lots are tight and everything still looks brand new because it is. The trees haven't matured. The landscaping is still growing in. It can feel a little corporate compared to the character of downtown Winter Garden, but if you want turnkey, modern, and close to Disney, Horizons West checks every single box. And right next door to Winter Garden, tucked between the trail and Lake Apopka, is Oakland. This is a tiny town, about 6,000 people, 2.5 square miles, and that's exactly the appeal. Their slogan is "Among the Oaks," and when you drive through, you immediately understand why. Massive, mature trees canopy everywhere you look. The Oakland Nature Preserve has 128 acres of trails and a boardwalk that takes you right out to the shores of Lake Apopka. It really is stunning. You've got the Oakland Avenue Charter School, which is a high-performing elementary school, and the healthy West Orange Arts and Heritage Center for local culture and history. Newer boutique developments like Hull Island and Oakland Trails are bringing in some fresh housing stock. The trade-off is that there's almost nothing commercial in the town. You're driving to Winter Garden or Claremont for groceries, restaurants, pretty much everything. And the housing inventory is extremely limited because the town is just so small. But if you value peace, privacy, old growth trees, and nature over convenience, Oakland can definitely be your special place. Ocoee is what I call the smart value move. It gets overshadowed by Winter Garden all the time, and honestly, that's part of why it's such a good opportunity. Home prices here are about $60,000 to $70,000 less than Winter Garden. And here's the thing a lot of people never realize. Your commute to downtown Orlando or Universal is actually shorter from Ocoee. We're talking 18 to 20 minutes to downtown via the 408 expressway. And Ocoee is one of the closest trail cities to Universal at about 18 to 22 minutes. The dining scene is coming up fast. Ellie Lou's Brews and Barbecue, the backyard food truck park with its self-pour tap wall, Ocoee Taco Company, Takumi Sushi and Ramen. Bill Breeze Park on Start Lake is beautiful. The Ocoee Family Aquatic Center is great for families, but schools are a mixed bag. Some strong, some that need more research. But Innovation Montessori is an excellent charter option. The city is in the middle of a real downtown revitalization push. So I genuinely believe you're going to see some solid appreciation here in the next 3 to 5 years. If you're a first-time buyer or you want proximity to everything without paying those Winter Garden premiums, Ocoee is definitely the value play. Apopka is at the northern end of the West Orange Trail, and it's a completely different vibe from everything to the south that we've spoken about so far. They call it the foliage capital of the world because of the massive nursery and greenhouse industry up here. This is where you get the most house for your money on the entire trail. Median prices around $410, significantly bigger lots, and some properties with enough land for gardening or even small-scale agriculture. But the real selling point is the nature access. Wekiva Springs State Park and Kelly Park at Rock Springs are right here, year-round. 72-degree water, crystal clear natural springs where you can swim, tube, and kayak. The Lake Apopka Wildlife Drive is one of the best birding and wildlife photography spots in the entire state, and most of Orlando residents don't even know that it exists. The trail up here is more wooden and secluded. It passed by the Chua Baoen Buddhist Temple, which is a beautiful and peaceful landmark. Orlando Science Middle and High School is an A+ ranked school and right in the area. And the Apopka High has a very well-regarded medical and engineering magnet program. The trade-off is the commute. If you work near Disney, you're looking at 30 to 40 minutes on a good day. And it can push way past an hour during peak tourist season or during high I-4 traffic hours. Some areas are also seeing heavy warehouse and distribution center development along the 429 corridor. But if you're a remote worker, if you work on the north side of Orlando, or if nature access is your number one priority, Apopka is an incredible value that a lot of people completely overlook due to its distance. Now, let's head west into Lake County because the trail doesn't stop at the Orange County line. Claremont is my home and is one of the most unique cities in Orlando Metro. And the reason is the topography. This is hill country. You've got rolling terrain, elevation changes, and views you genuinely do not expect to see in Florida. The chain of lakes running through town, Lake Minneola, Lake Minnehaha, Lake Louisa, gives you waterfront living options that are hard to find at this price point. Downtown Claremont has been growing steadily with local restaurants, breweries, and shops. There's a real outdoor fitness culture here too. You'll see runners, cyclists, the triathletes training on hills. The South Lake Trail connects into the West Orange Trail system, so you've got miles and miles of continuous path. Homes range from the low 400s up into the 500s and beyond, depending on the neighborhood. Schools in the South Lake area are solid. The Disney commute is only 30 to 40 minutes, which is manageable. Plus, once the 516 and other connectors are finished, it'll lessen the commute time, connecting Highway 27 to the 429. And if you want that combination of outdoor lifestyle, elevation, lake life living, and a growing downtown, Claremont is definitely hard to beat. Minneola is right next to Claremont, and it's one of those towns that completely flies under the radar but deserves our attention. It's smaller, quieter, and more affordable than Claremont, while giving you a lot of the same benefits: direct access to the trail and proximity to Lake Minneola. Home prices are generally running into the high 3s into the low 4s, which is a nice entry point for this part of the quarter. The town has been seeing steady growth with new residential developments coming in, but it hasn't gotten overbuilt the same way some larger cities have. It's a great option for families or retirees who want a quieter place of life with trail access and lake proximity without paying full Claremont or Winter Garden prices. You still have easy access to all the shopping and dining in Claremont, and the Disney commute is comparable at 30 to 40 minutes. Groveland is the one that's absolutely exploding right now. This is one of the fastest growing cities in the entire state of Florida, and it's not hard to see why. You're getting brand new construction at price points that are significantly lower than what you'd pay in Winter Garden, Claremont, or even Ocoee. We're talking homes in the mid 300s to low 400s. For new builds with modern floor plans and community amenity. The city sits on the western edge of the trail corridor and offers access to the broader trail networks. Lake David Park is a nice community gathering spot, and you're close to Lake Louisa State Park for outdoor recreation. The trade-off is that the commercial infrastructure is still catching up to that residential growth. You're going to be driving to Claremont for a lot of your shopping and dining for now, and the Disney commute stretches to about 35 to 45 minutes. But if your priority is a new home at the best possible price point with room to grow, Groveland is definitely where builders are and where a lot of first-time home buyers and young families are landing and probably want to be right now. And finally, I have to mention Clarcona. This is a little unincorporated community tucked between Ocoee and Apopka that most people have never even heard of. It's the only spot in the Orlando metro where you can get a dedicated equestrian trail running parallel to the West Orange Trail. The Clarcona Horse Park is the hub for that whole scene. Equestrian training, events, trail riding. The lots out here are big and it feels very rural. And you've got that diverse, tight-knit community. If you own horses or you want that large lot country living feel while still being 25 minutes from downtown Orlando, Clarcona is a hidden gem that deserves a look. So there you go. Every major city along the West Orange Trail broken down. Whether you're drawn to the walkability and charm of Winter Garden, the brand new everything in Horizons West, the smart value play in Ocoee, the springs and space in Apopka, the hills and lakes in Claremont, the affordability in Minneola or Groveland, or the quiet privacy of Oakland and Clarcona, the trail connects all of it. And that's what makes this part of Orlando area unlike anywhere else in the state. Now, if you're seriously thinking about making a move, I put together a free Orlando buyer guide that breaks down everything you need to know. Neighborhoods, pricing, schools, insurance, all of it. Scan that QR code on your screen right now to grab your copy, or go ahead and get the link down in the description below. It's completely free with no strings attached. If this video helped you out, please hit that subscribe button, drop a comment, and tell me which city along the trail caught your eye. And as always, this information has been on the house. I'll see you in the next one.